Please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Welcome traders to this week's analysis of gold. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me. Now on gold, the previous analysis that we had last week, it is still valid. So I do not have huge analysis update right now, other than that we were expecting market to move into this FCP zone and touch about this FCP zone between 1848 and 1856, and we were able to take long position from here, which has reached its target. I personally was able to take a long from here, and now I'm out of this market for now because we are in December and a lot of conditions are also changing right now, so gold can actually start to move violently either upside or downside. So I'm waiting for further confirmation. What we have here is that we had this moving average and we had factors around here in FCP zone. That's why we were waiting for market to move upwards into this. Now just to revise what we were looking at previously is that we had a moving average around here, which is pushing the price upwards. I also mentioned that this candlestick pattern is telling us that market could be moving upwards. So that's what's happening. But you see, this month is not over yet, so a lot of things can change. This can go all the way to the high, and it can go all the way to near about 2026 level or so. However, if I come to the weekly time frame, what I see that market can actually start to move upwards into near about 1860 or 1856, that sort of level around there. And if it starts to pick up bullish momentum even higher, then it can go up to 1915 or 1914 level or so. Okay, so I'm going to put a line there as well. Okay, these are all the levels. Now if I come to daily time frame, what we see that market actually came below to hit our profit target, which was at 1795. There was another line at 1755. That target has not been reached, but 1795 was reached, and I was looking for a long position last week, which I was able to take. Now it is reacting to mid of the Bollinger Band and this moving average, and that's why it is falling. So my game plan on gold is going to be like this, which I mentioned in our Telegram group as well. If you're not part of that Telegram group, then you will find a link of that in here in this video or below this video, and you can join. It is completely free. Okay, so how do I read these structures, these zones and levels? If the market, let's say I was long from here, right? I was waiting for market to give me a confirmation. We have 5 confirmation techniques in our FCP methodology. So I was waiting for a confirmation to go beyond 1795, because 1795 was acting as a resistance. So I wanted a market to actually show me confirmation going beyond 1795. Then I was able to take a long position, and I was waiting market to reach 1834, because that is where my next sort of resistance is, because that's an important level for me. But I knew that market was going to go into this zone. There was a high probability setup there. That's why I was expecting market to go there, but I was very cautious around 1834. From here all the way to this level, I was managing my positions. I was actively managing my positions, so as if the market was falling, then I would have still got some profit out of this. So market came at 1848 at my desired level. I just quit my position and I took the entire position off. Right now I do not have any position on the gold. The reason behind that is I'm waiting for market to come into this zone, and even before that, if it actually starts to fall below 1834 and gives me confirmation, then I'll go short back into 1795, and then I will keep on going in steps. Because technically speaking, if you have been following my analysis for a few months now, you know that market can actually fall into this sort of level here. Okay, so technically it is possible for gold to actually fall down into this level, and this, according to me, around this level is going to be a very good buy zone on gold, because I'm bullish on gold long term, but technically speaking this can still fall. Now that's the bearish scenario. I will keep on taking positions and taking profits off at these levels, okay, based on the confirmations. Then on the bullish side, if the market actually goes above this FCB zone and gives me confirmation to go long, then I will take a long going into this FCP zone, which is 1891.341. Okay, until then, so this is kind of like, a gray area for me. I'm out of the market. I want a proper movement happening from either like below 1834 or above 1856. If I get a confirmation, then only I will go long or short. So that's what we're looking at. This is a very good zone, and let me actually remind you of another thing, which is this level, which is 1927. Actually, it should be 1928 to be accurate. So 1928 is kind of like critical level for gold. So even if the market is moving upwards, you need to be extra careful around 1928, because this is each market, each movement, each leg has like kind of like critical level. I'm not talking about support and resistance, because if I draw a line anywhere, you can justify that line as support and resistance. But 1928 is a critical level because this was actually kind of like supported several times here. This is the main point, right? This is kind of a pivot. Market tried several times to stay above. When it fell down, it retested, tried again, fell down, crossed over heavily, and since then it has been falling. So when the market will start to move upwards, this is again going to act as huge resistance, if you think about that like in those terms. But I just gave you my trading plan. It's completely up to you with what you want to do with this. Please always read the disclaimer. This is just my analysis. This is just my trading plan. You need to know the risks involved, and you need to understand, like following anybody's analysis can actually lead to a disaster as well, because they may be right or they may be wrong at times. Okay, so you'll have to be very, very careful, especially in these market conditions right now, where a lot of things are overextended. Cryptos are overextended, indices are overextended, dollar is overextended to the downside. A lot of things are overextended at the moment, so you have to be very, very careful. And we are coming towards the end of 2020. There are a few fundamental factors which are also coming into the play, so you'll have to be very, very careful. Make sure that you're following proper risk analysis, risk management, and you know exactly what you're trying to do. Okay, so I'll leave this with you, and good luck with this. Thank you. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to Vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page you'll be able to see the testimonials of previous students, and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence Training Program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to Vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see and submit this form.